Hi, in this video I will be going through the materials for the Intermezzo Orchestra of the Greenville County Youth Orchestra. I'm going to go straight through all of the requirements starting with the scales. So the first thing that they ask for is a 1-octave C major scale. So we're going to start this on the A string. There are no sharps or flats, so we'll have C natural, open D, E, second finger F natural, open G, A, and then I'm going to make a shift here to second position so that my second finger goes to a B natural. So just make sure that you check and see where your fourth finger would have gone, and you replace, you put your second finger on B natural, and fourth finger to C, and then opposite on the way down. C major scale. The next scale that they ask for is an A major scale. So this is going to start on our open A string. And on the A string, we're going to go open A, B, C sharp, fourth finger for C sharp, open D, first finger E, fourth finger F sharp. Then, on the G string, we are not going to play an open G. We're going to go to half position and play a low 1 G sharp. Then we finish off the ascending portion of the scale with a second finger A. And then the same going down. So those are the two scales that are asked for this audition. Now I'm going to start with the first excerpt over Sea to Sky. I'm going to play through it and then give you any of my thoughts about fingerings. I actually started this excerpt the wrong direction in my bow. We want to start this excerpt with an up bow, not a down bow like I played. So I'm going to play the first few measures again. So by starting with an up bow, this makes it work out when we get to measure 17, there's a notated down bow. And if we start with an up bow, it works out nicely and beautifully. In this excerpt, I really like utilizing second position just like you did for the C major scale. This is going to be apparent in a couple different places, starting with measure 17. Instead of just sitting on an open G for 3 measures, I'm choosing to make a small shift so that I play G with my fourth finger. Moving it to a closed note is going to allow me to think about vibrato while I'm working on this note. Sometimes we have parts like this where I could play an open string, but it's going to be a lot better for the entire group if I work on making the most beautiful sound I can, and vibrato is an aspect of that. In measure 20, instead of playing an open D, I came over here, it's still in second position, to fourth finger D. I could stay in this position all the way from 17 to 24. So in measure 23, I'll play this one for you. It goes G, G, and then it goes C. I'm going to stay in second position, play that with my first finger, play D with 4, and then low G with 1. And then right here, I'm going to make another shift. I'm going to go up on the A string to an E. This is fourth position. By putting my first finger on E here, it means that I'm not going to have to shift to get to this highest note. That's really important to me. That's a lot easier than going and maybe being out of tune. We want to avoid those intonation challenges. Okay, I'm going to move on to Wildfire. That's it for Wildfire. The big crucial thing in here is being very articulate, especially when we have shorter notes. In the third measure of this, those 16th notes have to be super clear. So be very relaxed with your bow hand. Make sure that you have enough rosin. In the following couple measures, just nice string crossing. And that will be okay. I did make one alteration to the bowing in measure 43. Instead of doing the hook that is notated, I actually took the hook out and played those separate so that I could play my 16th note starting on a down bow. So I'm going to do this a little slower to show you what I did. So this is measure 43. And then I do a little retake so that I can be down bow again on 44. I find it much easier to play these 16th notes on a down bow than on an up bow. But if you follow the bowing that's written, you'll use too much bow on the hooks and end up in a weird place in the bow. For maximum clarity, we want to be in this part of the bow. Alright, I'm going to play through this excerpt one more time and see if you can catch some of the fingerings that I'm doing. Hopefully you noticed there at the end I used a little bit more second position to avoid some open Ds and some open Gs. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this. I would love to help. Good luck!